Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. Champions Trophy kicks off today with the Pakistan versus New Zealand opening game. I have with me from Dubai Shomik Chakravarti, Vaibhav Tripathi, Bharat Ramraj, and soon Rohit Juglan will also join us. So four reporters in Dubai taking control of all the chaos, like Shomik called it. It's an organized chaos, but glorious chaos. Sorry, not organized chaos. It's a
Yeah, the
glorious chaos.
Pakistan part. The
The
Pakistan part.
Pakistan part is
Dubai is very
definitely.
organized. The Pakistan part is glorious chaos.
But we're all looking forward to this tournament. We're all excited. Be it Pakistan, be it Dubai, it's going to be a glorious chaos either way. Shamik, I have, going to you first. We have a practice session today and heading into the Champions Trophy. Today's practice session will be very important considering the fact that we'll get a clear idea of who's going to be in that playing 11.
Absolutely. And the thing is that, see, I mean, the first two days of training sessions here, India's training session, gave gave us a bit of an idea what the squad composition, the playing 11 will is going to be, and sort of it is sort of settled. But then again, as I have written for 11:30 a.m. piece, a tale of two spinners, Varun Chakravarti and Kuldeep Yadav. Uh, I don't see Varun Chakravarti trumping Kuldeep Yadav to the playing 11 in the first game at least, because Kuldeep is India's number one spinner, attacking spinner. But Gautam Gambhir has a mind of his own and he likes to spring surprises. He did that with Washington Sundar in the home test series against New Zealand, followed by in Australia with Nitish Reddy. But the ODI side, the Indian ODI side has a very settled look. So will the head coach tinker? We will have to wait and see. But I don't think there would be changes. India will go to the settled pattern, and it has given them a 3-0 series win against England in the lead up to the Champions Trophy. I don't think they will unnecessarily tinker and will not pick a side based on what Bangladesh have. Rather than India should stick to the strength, because you cannot drop Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel, and Hardik Pandya. They are undroppable in the squad. I'm not going to the batsmen. I'm talking about the all-rounders. So it comes down to whether Varun Chakravarti and Kuldeep is a better bowler in terms of taking wickets. Uh, Although Varun Chakravarti is an unknown quantity, Kuldeep is a better bowler in terms of class. Kuldeep is ahead. And number two, Harshit Rana or Arshdeep Singh. It has to be Harshdeep Singh and Shami taking the new ball.
I'm very keen to know about what you all think, considering that Shomik and Rohit have been closely watching the practice sessions. Today, Bharat and Vaibhav will also, sort of gauge of what is really going on in the Indian team. But Bharat, when you talk about this match, India versus Bangladesh, on a possible slow and low deck of Dubai, what are you looking? What are your expectations out of the playing 11?
Yeah, on expected lines, it would be those two seamers, Shami and Arshdeep Singh, and most likely India will keep their faith in Kuldeep Yadav and pick him ahead of maybe Varun Chakravarti, though Varun Chakravarti has that little bit of X factor and batters. At least Bangladesh batters have not played him much. So considering that the team management might still think about him, but I feel Kuldeep Yadav will get in. Yeah, there was a little bit of rain yesterday. When you consider such conditions, you always wonder whether there will be a bit of moisture around. But today again, it is bright sunshine, and if the weather remains the same, then I don't expect any moisture or the wicket to be soft. So then it should be a slow and low pitch on the slower side with the spinners coming into play. Yeah, India start the game as favorites, though Bangladesh have much improved pace attack. I've never seen Bangladesh having this kind of a pace attack before, right? From the time Hasibul Hussain and all those guys were playing, right, even right down to Masrafe Mortaza, Robel Hussain, and now with their pace attack, Naeed Rana, Taskin Ahmad, Tanzim, and Mustafizur. They have a good pace attack, but on an overall basis, India, I guess, are too powerful for them in terms of India's batting, and India should come out on top in this particular match.
Bharat, you're getting a lot of compliments on your new look, and Shagnik is saying, "What is Travis Head doing here?" So there's a little bit of spice in our life. But Vaibhav, when I ask you about the bowl, I think the batting is pretty settled when it comes to the playing 11, but the bowling is somewhere, there are still doubts about who will walk in the team. What do you think?
Yeah, obviously. See, so it will all depend on the conditions. But as we are saying, we are not expecting a lot of dew in the stadium because of the conditions here. So obviously, the bowling attack will be in focus. Like who will play? We are talking about Kuldeep Yadav or Varun Chakravarti. But given the track record that Kuldeep has in this stadium, I think he dismissed Babar with that beautiful googly. I think we all remember that. And uh, Rohit Sharma has talked about continuity. So the continuity in selection that we will see in the game against Bangladesh. So I think Kuldeep will start in the playing 11. Also, like Shamik sir said, it will be Arshdeep and Mohammad Shami sharing the new ball. I don't see a Harshit Rana making his Champions Trophy debut. But it will be interesting. It's going to be an interesting game just because if the conditions are going to be on the slower side as we are expecting, then the Bangladesh spinners will come into play. Bangladesh also have good spinners in their ranks, and we are talking about their fast bowling as well. Nahid Rana, Tanzim Hassan Shakib, Taskin Ahmed, Mustafizur Rahman. So all these bowlers are capable of taking 10 Indian wickets. So it will all depend on how the Bangladeshi batters they fare. If they can score, they can post a big total or decent total, then they can give their bowling a chance to defend that total. So I think Bangladesh has the bowling to defend or to bowl out their position. It's just about how if and when their batting clicks.
Gargi, uh,
Yes.
Gar- Gargi, if you before you go to Rohit, I'm a bit down with today because the sun is out. Yesterday's Mosam was Bayman, and me and Rohit had Rafi Saab and Kishore Da. Rohit will tell you about that.
Now I need this story from Rohit. But before that, Vaibhav, there's some weird sound coming from your screen. So if you could, check out what's going on, or rejoin whatever works. But Rohit, story time. बताइए क्या हुआ है ये, इससे पहले कि आपको मैं प्लेइंग 11 के बारे में पूछूं।
ये ऑब्वियसली शामिक दा को कल नींद नहीं आ रही थी, तो मैंने उनको एक गाना, मतलब मैंने तो नहीं सुनाया बट मैंने एक गाना चलाया, और वो गाना 4 मिनट का ही गाना था। तो वो 4 मिनट का गाना खत्म होने से पहले शामिक दा ऑफ टू स्लीप। तो वो एक बहुत पुराना पुराना गाना है, इसका रास्ता देखे। सो बहुत ही जबरदस्त गाना है। और बड़ा 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 मतलब वो कई सारी सिचुएशंस पे एग्जैक्ट भी बैठता है, उसके कई कई फ्रेजेस, भूली दुनिया तुझे भी मुझे भी। तो इस तरीके से बहुत सारी चीजें हैं उसमें। उस गाने को अगर आप सुनोगे तो वो अलग अलग जिंदगी के अलग अलग फेजेस में आपको अलग अलग तरह की लर्निंग्स या फिर अलग अलग तरह का मोटिवेशन देगा। खैर, कमिंग
हाँ
टू
रोहित,
प्ले।
किशोर दा ने हमको सुला दिया। तुमको भी और हमको किशोर दा ने
और
सुला दिया, और उसके पहले रफी साहब भी था।
हाँ, वो इतना मधुर मधुर गीत था। मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि कई बार आप बोरिंग होने के बाद सो जाते हो। ये बोरिंग होने इसकी वजह नहीं है, इसकी वजह है कि वो बहुत ही जबरदस्त गीत था। खैर,
कामिंग था।
जी, कमिंग टू द ऑब्वियसली प्लेइंग 11 एंड देखते हैं आज रोहित शर्मा क्या कहते हैं। पिछली अगर आप उनकी कुछ प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंसेस देखें, खास तौर पे जो लास्ट प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस उन्होंने नागपुर में की थी, वो थोड़ा सा नाराज थे पत्रकारों के सवाल पे। कुछ जायज सवालों पर भी वो थोड़ी नाराजगी दिखी थी। यहाँ पर देखते हैं, बहुत कूल काम लगे प्रैक्टिस सेशन में। तो वो पाकिस्तानी पेसर्स के साथ भी जो बात करी, हल्का सा उन लोगों ने भी बोला कि सर आपके साथ वीडियो बनाना था एक, मेरी बॉलिंग के बारे में अगर आप कुछ बोल पाए। तो उनके साथ भी उन्होंने वीडियो बनाए, वीडियो शेयर किए हैं, वो वीडियो वायरल हो गए हैं। और मैं और शमिक दाई थे जिन्होंने हमने सबसे पहले उनका इंटरव्यू किया था। और अब आप देख रहे हैं पूरा अक्रॉस प्लेटफॉर्म्स, हर जगह पर उनका वो वीडियो है, इंटरव्यू वीडियोस जो है वो वायरल है। तो वो चीज अगर आप देखेंगे तो रोहित शर्मा का मूड आपको बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। वो बड़ा बड़े फैंस के साथ भी इंटरैक्ट कर रहे थे, जर्नलिस्ट के साथ भी इंटरैक्ट कर रहे थे, वो टीम प्लेयर्स के साथ भी काफी रिलैक्स बॉडी लैंग्वेज में बात कर रहे हैं। वो जडेजा के साथ जो उनका वीडियो वायरल हो गया कि यार 17वीं आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट में मेरे को बुला रहे हैं ये लोग, ऐसे मीडिया इवेंट के लिए जो वो काउंट कर रहे थे अपना। सो ओवरऑल अगर आप पिछले 4-5 दिन में देखोगे तो रोहित शर्मा एक ऐसी पर्सनालिटी की जो टिपिकल रोहित शर्मा पर्सनालिटी है वही आपको दिख रही है। सो आई होप कि आज की जो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस है वो भी उसी अंदाज में रहेगी, थोड़ा सा जिसे आप बोलते हो कि तरीके से, मतलब तरीका तो था जवाब देने में, लेकिन वो जो जो उनका एक सटायर निकल कर आता है, जो वो आहिस्ता से अपनी बात भी कह जाते हैं और किसी को बुरा भी नहीं लगता, वो वाला रोहित शर्मा जो है, अगर आज प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में दिखेगा तो ज्यादा अच्छा लगेगा। और बाकी आज ऑब्वियसली बांग्लादेश की भी प्रैक्टिस देख, बांग्लादेश की भी टीम की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में वहां से क्या निकल कर आता है, हु दे आर एक्चुअली टारगेटिंग फॉर, क्योंकि अब इस टीम में दो बैटर नहीं है, रोहित और विराट। अब इस टीम में श्रेयस अय्यर बहुत अच्छी फॉर्म में है, शुभमान बहुत अच्छी फॉर्म में है। फिर अगर आप देखोगे तो बोलर्स, ठीक है, बोलर्स में हमेशा मानता हूँ कि एक अभी वीक लिंक है हमारा और लग रहा है, बट लेट्स सी क्या होता है। बट प्लेइंग 11 को लेकर तो देखो यार, हम 2-3 दिन से लगातार बात कर ही रहे हैं कि क्या कॉम्बिनेशन हो सकता है। अगर किसी को गेस करना है तो वो गेस वही है जो कल शमिक दा ने भी बोला था, यू विल गो विथ योर जो बेस्ट प्लेइंग 11 आपको भी दिखती है। आपके रोहित हो गए, शुभमन हो गए, विराट हो गए, श्रेयस हो गए, केएल हो गए, हार्दिक हो गए, फिर आपके जडेजा हो गए, फिर आपके अक्षर पटेल हो गए, फिर आपके कुलदीप यादव हो गए, फिर आपके शमी हो गए और आपके अर्शदीप सिंह हो गए। बट जब से गौतम गंभीर आए तब से आपको चीजें इतनी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड दिखती नहीं है, जितना आप बोल देते हो उतना होता नहीं है स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड। सो कुछ भी अगर इधर उधर से होता है कि क्या वॉशिंगटन खेल जाएंगे, क्या वरुण चक्रवर्ती को आप लेकर आ जाओ, तो मैं तो किसी हैरत में नहीं होने वाला हूँ, बिकॉज अब आदत हो चुकी है इन चीजों की। बट फिर भी देखते हैं किस तरह के बदलाव के साथ आते हैं। बट अगर कोई कुछ वाइल्ड प्लेइंग 11 कैसी करनी है तो वो यही है।
बहुत सारे सवाल है हमारे पास, but let's head to Karachi now, to the glorious chaos as Shomik Chakrabarti has defined it. Um, a lot of people are asking Shomik why there is no opening ceremony. A lot of people asking about that.
See, I mean, the Champions Trophy usually doesn't have an opening ceremony. It is reserved for the World Cup. I mean, this is in terms of ICC events, this is a bit low in the pecking order. World Cup is number one, is ICC's number one priority, followed by T20 World Cup, and this is for the first time in 8 years we have been having a Champions Trophy. 2017 was the last, and the ICC decided to do away with this tournament. But then again, on demand, it has been brought back with top 8 teams in ranking. So usually Champions Trophy doesn't have an opening ceremony. So from that point of view, there is nothing new to it. But looking at Karachi, look at the security here there. Just look at the security there. It they are I mean they are promising they have to make it foolproof. And I seriously I'm going aside, moving aside the glorious chaos and uh, and the grandstanding of the PCB, Mohsen Naqvi and others, the grandstanding of the PCB. I'm happy for the common Pakistani cricket lovers because they are. I mean, rarely do they get a chance to see so many big teams in their country. So a global event is returning to their country, and I'm happy for the common Pakistani cricket fans. Once again, I'm saying that I care a damn about the grandstanding of the Pakistan government or the PCB.
We have a lot of questions coming in. Freaking Awesome is asking, in Karachi, Pakistan's ODI record isn't great. If this game will be played on the surface used for the Tri Series final, then Pakistan have a good chance, but they need to field well. Bharat, why don't you take this comment?
But
See,
two
the
days
thing
ago
is,
there was an opening ceremony. 2 days ago there was an opening ceremony.
Yeah.
It's a complete opening ceremony. There were singers were there. There were
No, no,
Kawalis
no,
were
no,
there.
no,
There
no,
were air
no,
shows were there.
no, Rohit. It was not a Champions Trophy opening ceremony. It was the inaugural ceremony of the venue. It was the
Okay.
inaugural ceremony of the venue.
Yes, Bharat.
yeah, Pakistan, see, have already played New Zealand a couple of times, 2, 3 times, so they would know what expect from the New Zealand team. That's I think the main factor. New Zealand also have a couple of injury worries, as you know. Not just their batter, even a couple of their fast bowlers. Ben Sears is out, Lockie Ferguson is out with an injury. So New Zealand have a couple of issues, and Pakistan know what to expect from the New Zealand team, having played them over 2, 3 times. So who knows? They might go on to win this particular game, because once you lose to a team over 2, 3 times, then you would at least know that this is what to expect from the New Zealand side. I think that's the main thing to look out for. Yes, their pace attack. sometimes hasn't been at its best in the slog overs. They have given a lot of runs. In one of the matches, I saw Shaheen Afridi giving away 55 runs in his last 3 overs in a slog. Their batting lineup, too, obviously, there are question marks over Babar Azam, but they still have some firepower. Fakhar Zaman is there. Salman Agha has been playing quite well in the middle order. Obviously, Rizwan is also around, though they finally played a rather sedate innings. So Pakistan have some firepower, and they can start this campaign on a good note. Although New Zealand have a lot of bases covered, they have a lot of experience. Their batting lineup has a lot of experience against spin bowling. That's the main factor to look at with the New Zealand setup, because a lot of their batters play spin well. But considering the fact that they have a couple of injury worries, and Pakistan have played against New Zealand over 2-3 times recently, maybe this is the time for Pakistan to put one across New Zealand and pull off a win.
Vaibhav, Rupayan Guha is asking, who are the favorites to win today given the pitch conditions?
Okay, this question is directed to other three, but I'll answer this. See, I, see the conditions will obviously dictate the terms, but given the the conditions what I have seen in the Tri Series, of all the matches I observed, I think it's going to be New Zealand for me, just because of the well balanced the team they have. They have a very good balance. They have the pacers and the utility players. If Rachin Ravindra plays, you have an extra bowling option. Glenn Phillips always is a part-time option. Also, you see how well Mitchell Sander and Michael Bracewell bowled in the tandem in the mid during the middle overs, and that's where the problem lies. Pakistan's middle order not is just inexperienced, but also they have the tendency to play a lot of dot balls. Like Bharat sir mentioned about Mohammad Rizwan. Mohammad Rizwan eats up a lot of balls during the middle overs, and that's the problem. When you remove Fakhar Zaman, Babar Azam, then you will see a lot of inexperience coming in the form of Kamran Ghulam, Tayyab Tahir. Then Salman Ali Agha has been their best batter when it comes to ODI and Test cricket, both formats. But how much of a load he can take alone, that will be a question. Mohammad Rizwan's strike rate has always been a question. And then if it's a used track, then Pakistan has only one frontline spinner in the form of Abrar Ahmed. Then if you have to use another spin option, then you have Salman Ali Agha. But when you see New Zealand, you have a Mitchell Sander, you have a Michael Bracewell, you have Glenn Phillips. If Rachin Ravindra plays, you have a Rachin Ravindra as well. So you have four spin bowling options. That's where the balance of the team comes ahead. So that's why on the team balance, and also given how Pakistan, have changed their lineup, promoting Babar Azam to top hasn't paid off till now. So I don't think Pakistan, I will be surprised. Like Pakistan has a tendency to throw surprises at major events, like they did in 2017. They did in 2021 as well by defeating India. So if they do, I'll be surprised. But just going by the pure cricketing sense, I think New Zealand will come out on top.
All right. Well, final couple of questions because everyone has to head to the practice session and give us all the updates, of course. But we have a super chat from Shagnik, and he has asked Rohit. Hello, Rohit bhai, Bharat bhai, Vaibhav bhai. शौमिक को हेलो क्यों नहीं बोला भाई? आप बाबर आजम को 3 पे खिलाना चाहोगे और क्या चेंजेस आप करना चाहोगे बैटिंग ऑर्डर में? रोहित,
आई थिंक शामिक सर को हेलो इसलिए नहीं बोला क्योंकि शामिक सर को वो ज्यादा आदर देना चाहते हैं, तो शामिक सर को इसीलिए हेलो नहीं बोला. शामिक सर को वो चरण स्पर्श कह रहे हैं. अब मुझे मैं हमेशा से यही कहता आया हूँ फ्रॉम मतलब पता नहीं पिछले कितने लाइव से मैंने यही कहा है कि अगर बाबर आजम का मतलब ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन नहीं करना है और मैक्सिमम यूटिलाइजेशन करना है किसी भी टीम में, किसी प्लेयर का ऑप्टिमम, जैसे हम कुछ दिनों पहले केएल राहुल पे बात कर रहे थे कि पहले आपने एज एन ओपनर फिर उन्हें मिडिल ऑर्डर में भेजा, मिडिल ऑर्डर से अब आप उन्हें लोअर मिडिल ऑर्डर एज अ फिनिशर की भूमिका में देखते हो. अगर वो 6 नंबर खेलते लगातार, पांचवा नंबर उन्हें अहमदाबाद में दिया गया, ही स्कोर्ड रियली वेल. उनको कम्युनिकेशन आप सही रखोगे वो बड़े. बाबर के साथ भी यही है. बाबर का गेम आज की वनडे क्रिकेट के हिसाब से जहां सूट करता है, शायद वो 3 नंबर पर ही बेस्ट दे पाए अपना. उसकी एक बड़ी वजह यह है कि बाबर के साथ आप ना तो वो रिस्क लेना चाहते हो और ना बाबर वो रिस्क लेंगे कि एट द वेरी स्टार्ट वो आपको एक फकर जमा वाला स्टार्ट दे सके। फकर जमा की तरह उस टीम में कोई भी नहीं खेल सकता। हाँ, उस्मान को आप लेकर आते, मे बी देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि उस्मान वो काम कर सकते थे, बिकॉज वो इन कंडीशंस में बहुत खेले हुए हैं जब वो पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट छोड़कर आए थे। लेकिन अगर आप देखोगे बाबर आजम को वहां पर, ठीक है, बाबर आजम आपको एक रन अ बॉल स्टार्ट दे देंगे, बट क्या आज की डेट में उसकी जरूरत है, आपको वो जानना है। अनटिल एंड अनलेस आपको ये लगे कि हाँ यार 10 पे आप एक हो गए हो, 4 रन पे आप एक हो गए हो, या पहली बॉल पे ही आपका विकेट गिर गया है, तो यू नीड समवन एट द अदर एंड। हालांकि क्रिकेट अब वैसे भी नहीं चल रही है, क्रिकेट अब ऐसी ही चल रही है कि आओ और रन बनाते चले जाओ। उस केस में मुझे लगता है बाबर आजम थोड़ा सा पीछे है। अभी भी मैं मानता हूं कि उनका अगर आप मैक्सिमम यूटिलाइजेशन कहीं पर कर सकते हो, और वो उसका पुराना सारा रिकॉर्ड बताता है। ये ऐसा ही है कि मैं विराट कोहली को बोलूं नहीं आप ओडीआई में ना 3 नंबर छोड़ के आप ऊपर चले जाओ, तो वो सेंस क्रिएट नहीं करेगा। हालांकि मैं कंपेयर नहीं कर रहा हूं, विराट कोहली फिर भी बेटर कर जाएंगे बाबर आजम से, लेकिन बाबर आजम को ओपन करवाना, और फिर नंबर, यार देखो, साउथ शकील भी टेस्ट फॉर्मेट में उसने जो किया है वो एक अलग बात है, वो भी अब हाल के समय में अगर आप टेस्ट परफॉर्मेंसेस भी देखोगे तो वो बात नहीं रही है। लेकिन अगर आप देखोगे साउथ शकील को 3 नंबर पर रखना, पता नहीं, अगर वो कर जाए तो बहुत अच्छा, मुझे कोई उम्मीद नहीं है। मुझे ज्यादा उम्मीदें नहीं है, पाकिस्तान के पास बेटर बैटर्स हैं टॉप ऑर्डर के लिए भी और मिडिल ऑर्डर के लिए भी, बट आई रियली डोंट थिंक कि ये एक सेंस क्रिएट कर रहा है मेरे लिए। बाकी भगवान भला करे पीसीबी का और रिजवान का।
Well, this is a
So,
point. Right? Well, this is a
yeah,
point
yeah.
about barbarism. I think it's also to do with this current state of mind. It feels like his state of mind is a little bit in a mess because he's getting out of some very soft dismissals. Sometimes it feels like he's getting out to soft dismissals. Also, sometimes he's having a front on stance. Sometimes having a little bit of side on stance. In South Africa, he was trying to have a forward press like Virat Kohli, maybe trying to negate the threat of the nip packer. So he's trying a lot of things in the recent past and also getting out a soft dismissal. So somewhere it's also, I think, related to Babarism's state of mind. Just has to maybe go out with an uncluttered mind, just play his natural game, and it might help him. That is from his perspective.
Shomik, final words to you. First, a lot of people are asking about the weather, what the weather prediction is going to be for the next few days, and give us the lowdown on what India's schedule is today, when the press conference is and when the practice is.
First of all, the sun is out, it's sunny. The weather is pleasant. Maximum is around 26 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius, and the minimum is around 16 degrees Celsius. As far as India's schedule is concerned, 6:30 local time, they will start training at the stadium. At the stadium, not at ICC. At the stadium, they'll have their pre-match training session, and before the training session, there will be a press conference, the pre-match press conference. So this is India's schedule. Um, but I once again, Gargi, I'm coming back to that the sun is out and the Mosam is no longer Bayman, and I'm a bit downbeat.
Okay, one final super chat. I'll quickly ask all the panel. Please pick everyone who will get the highest number of runs in Champions Trophy. Shomik, what's your prediction?
Gargi, you asked me this question yesterday. Also, I refused to stick my neck out, but I'm sticking my neck out. I expect Shubman Gill to be the top run getter and Naseem Shah to be the highest wicket taker.
Great. We'll remember that. Bharat, your prediction?
Well, I don't really get into these predictions. But if you ask me, maybe the kind of form that Shubman Gill is in, looking at how he's playing at present with a batting average of almost 60. Maybe this is his tournament. He didn't exactly have the greatest of ICC 2023 World Cup. I understand he had a bout of dengue. So maybe this is his tournament where Shubman Gill is going to score a lot of runs. But predicting something before the start of the tournament, it's always tough.
Rohit, Vaibhav, highest run getter.
I think yes, शुभमन गिल could be the means मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये वो चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी साबित होगा, वो इवेंट जहां पे वो एक एक लीप ले लेंगे जहां पे वो एक वो बटन पकड़ लेंगे कि अब यहाँ से मैं दौड़ना शुरू करूंगा। और वो जैसे आज शामिक दा फिल्मों की बड़ी बात कर रहे हैं, तो गुलाम फिल्म का एक डायलॉग है, जब जब आमिर खान और उसमें एक विलन, उस इनिशियल विलन है चार्ली, तो वो चार्ली का एक जो उसमें चमचा है, वो कहता है कि जब चार्ली दौड़ता है ना तो राजधानी भी उसे सल्यूट करती है। तो इट्स गोना बी लाइक दैट ओनली, कि अब यहाँ से बेटन पास होगा और शुभमन गिल दौड़ना शुरू करेगा।
But
Weber?
Gargi, but Gargi, you never know. Virat Kohli might roll back his
Yeah,
ears and
absolutely.
and say, मैं जहां खड़ा होता हूँ लाइन वहां से ही शुरू होता है।
Wow. Weber?
No different answer. I think Shubman Gill is looking in terrific run of form. So I think Shubman Gill will be the highest run scorer. Apart from Shubman Gill, I think I'll be keeping a close eye on Kane Williamson as well, because Kane Williamson, after the tennis elbow, he hasn't played a lot of one-day cricket. His first ODI century came after 2019. So I'll be keeping an eyes on Kane Williamson as well. As far as the bowling is concerned, I think spinners will rule this tournament. Spinners will, dominate.
Okay, all right. So that's everyone's predictions. Everyone seems to agree on the fact that Shubman Gill might be the highest run scorer in this tournament. But we'll see. We'll wait and watch, and we'll keep track of these predictions. But thank you so much, Shamik, Bharat, Vaibhav, and Rohit for joining. And to everyone who's watching, don't forget to